What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we have a massive update coming our way next month. Yesterday, we had a meeting with some of the developers that work for Raid Shadow Legends at Plarium. We spent a good couple of hours talking about the game, sharing feedback, community feedback, etc. And they actually shared a couple of details with us as well related to the upcoming update and updates, basically. So we actually have quite a few things on the plate, and I'm excited to say that some of the things that we have been waiting for are actually coming most likely next month. Of course, all of these things could be subject to change, right? Before we dive into that, I just quickly want to talk about the Titan event because I did not have a chance to do it. I'm happy for it because they haven't put the legendary relic as the final reward, okay? 1000 points. This is something that every single one of you guys should do. Even if you need to skip, I don't know, a million events after or whatever. Hopefully they're not going to bring a fusion like the level of Newt or something like that. But either way, this relic is insane, okay? It's almost like having a 6-star crushing grand portable that you can move from champion to champion. Of course, at maximum level, that will take us quite a bit of time to max and stuff. But if you're unlucky like me and you're not getting it from the materials today, once again, I've used 100 epic, 100 legendary materials from the new events, and I haven't got it. So if you're in the same boat with me, 100% worth going for it. And I'm happy that they've made it as a guaranteed. Now, not so happy about the FOMO that we had for the last couple of weeks with all of the other events, trying to sweat in to get materials to craft the relic, etc. But either way, I'm happy that they've added it as a guaranteed. Okay, leaving that on the side, I do want to talk about what we've discussed, and mainly they've already teased most of the things, but without a timeline and without giving us much information. So a while ago, they made this video, What's Next in Raid, and basically they talked about live arena seasons. Let me just quickly play you a second out of it. And I've just realized I have it on a 1.5 speed. I know you guys hate that. So they will make it easier for people to climb into gold, which is definitely really helpful because a lot of people will try to get the champion, the rewards from there. The penalty for losing, for inactivity will be decreased, which once again is really good. Now they are mentioning that the rewards, they're mentioning it right here in the video. We're going to get relic crafting materials, and we're going to get 2 new gear sets as the rewards for live arena seasons, or however you guys like to call them. Now, we've actually talked a little bit about it yesterday, and my take is that most likely we're going to get a new type of a collection for the relics. So as you guys can probably notice right here, we have the standard group, we have the chimera group, we have the event group, and we still have one left with a question mark saying coming soon. I'm pretty positive that the next one will be a live arena group for the relics. So we're going to get most likely different crafting materials for the relics. Talking about it, I kind of like put a question. How are we meant to basically rank all of the relics up? Are we gonna get tons of new materials from new events and stuff? This is still something that they haven't actually confirmed, or they haven't really denied either, basically. My main thing is, how are we meant to upgrade our relics to a much higher tier, right? So for example, this one right here, yes, we have the epics coming at 2 stars, the legendaries at 3 stars, but we're going to get a point where getting them to 4 stars and 5 stars is going to be extremely, extremely difficult. I'm not talking about the same difficulty of ranking a champion to 6 stars, because that's much easier to obtain, in my opinion. It's true, you're going to get fodders and slowly make your way to maximum rank on the relics, but that is going to take us a lot of time. So if they're not going to implement 4-star basalts, 5-star basalts, it's going to be super hard to basically upgrade our relics. And probably you guys already experienced this issue because you're just not able to collect enough, right? Now, that's one of the things that is concerning in my opinion. I know I've mentioned it before. Hopefully, they will add some materials like this in Live Arena. Now, in this video, or at some point in the past, they've mentioned that we're going to be able to get relic materials from the Siege as well. I'm not sure if they're going to basically introduce at the relics another collection, or it's going to be a Live Arena Siege together, right? Because if they are going to introduce another one, we're going to have tons and tons of different groups right here. Now, one of the most important things, guys, is basically when is this content dropping. So they are planning, from what I understood, to drop it in March, as long as everything goes according to their plan, right? Of course, things can be shifted, things can be delayed, but that's their main goal. So that's basically for next month. And the next thing that I know everybody is waiting for is basically the auto battles for the Hydra clan boss. So they've introduced the Hydra clan boss auto battles a while ago. Now, one thing that I'm not 100% sure is if it's going to work in a similar way. Do we need to basically get a one key top chest before we can do the insta battle? Most likely we will require to do that, to be honest, to reach the top chest on Hydra. Now, there is one thing that is most likely not something that a lot of you guys will like, and that's basically you won't have the ability to retry it as many times as you want. So I'm not sure what sort of a limit they are going to put on it, but you're not going to be able to constantly just click retry battle till you reach that perfect score. And it's not like they are basically going to allow us to select the highest damage that we've dealt and then bang, get that on. And the reason for it is mainly to do with the sniping in the Hydra Clash. So that's one of their concerns, from what I understood, where they don't want people to just retry till they reach that perfect score and then save the key at the last minute and bang, you sniped the clan that's about to win, right? So that's definitely a valid point. Now, hopefully they will give us 4 or 5 tries at least per key to make sure that we're going to be able to either way get a decent score, because there is a lot of RNG involved in the Hydra clan boss, right? So hopefully they will do that as well. So this is basically what is in plan for the next big update. They haven't really left many other things on the table, at least from what was showcased in this video, right? We have quality of life updates. I'm not even sure what they were because I actually forgot. Super raids in the campaign, the background battles actually. So that is going to be something that it is pretty complicated, but they are planning to bring that update pretty soon as well. And that's massive. Background battles are going to be super helpful. Now, from what I understood, I don't think we're going to be able to do it straight off the back. Basically go and start 20 background dungeon battles and then go and do arena at the same time. I don't think it's going to be as complex. I think the beta version, or the first version of it, most likely will allow us to do background battles, and it will allow us to come back right here, maybe play around in the tavern, maybe level up some artifacts, swap some gear on characters. Either way, I do think that it's still very, very helpful to be able to do that, right? I think it's pretty complicated to have the game run 2 different big commands at the same time, like do a dungeon, do clan boss at the same time, right? So either way, I am looking forward to background battles. That's something that most likely it will evolve with the time. The new clan boss, the Chimera, is already in. New champions are already in. The relics are in. So that's pretty much everything else that's left on the table from this video, right? And usually when they're releasing a video like this, their time frame is 3 to 4 months. So considering that they are planning to bring a lot of the things next month in the update, probably in 2 months, everything is going to be done from that video, and we're going to have to look forward to the next thing. Which, by the way, one of my main concerns, and I'm always bringing it up, is basically the filters, right? I want to have filters, and probably not just me, probably all of you guys. I want to filter right here the gear that is not maxed, right? I want to have that option, because if not, I'm going to have to go through each one of these sets and just carefully pay attention. Okay, oh, that's at level 12. Let me do that. Or you need to waste a lot of time to basically do this. So allowing us to select levels for the gear would be amazing on the filters. On the accessories, another thing that is really bugging me off, and I feel like is super important, is having the ability to select, show me only pinpoint gear from every faction. Show me only stone skin gear from every faction. So this will allow us to cleanse our gear much better. It will save us a lot of time. So this is something that they are aware of. We don't have a timeline for it or anything like that, but they do want to improve the filters and all this. So looking forward to that. Another thing is factions and what other game modes can they actually build up on. So I know they've mentioned at the beginning when they released Siege that they can actually extend it. So most likely we might see an extension to the Siege mode this year at some point. I'm not sure necessarily how important that is. I feel like the Siege mode still has quite a few things that they need to sort out. So definitely, I think that should be their main priority. We know for a fact that people are not ready for a new difficulty in the Curse City, and I think I agree with it, to be honest. The hard mode does have a lot of challenging stages where you're just basically counting on RNG, stun me, no, I'll stun you, etc. And you're basically wasting a lot of time to retry all those stages. It does help a lot that they've added a Great Hall for it, right? The area bonuses for the Curse City, which is really, really helpful. But either way, I don't think that's something that will happen this year. Faction Wars, as I've told you guys last time, they are definitely going to work on Faction Wars. Now, I'm not sure exactly what they are planning to basically do with it. New difficulty, they're going to make something more interesting. But from what I understood, something big is coming for this. And that's actually great news, because Faction Wars was one of my most favorite content in the game. I know a lot of you guys that have been playing since the old days, right? The OGs probably agree with me. Faction Wars and the Doom Tower was some of the best content that was released in Raid Shadow Legends. And Hydra was very good for a while till they made these new changes. And now I'm not a fan of the Hydra, and most likely the majority of you guys are not. I do like the Chimera, to be honest. And I shared one big concern in there. When you're doing Chimera, at least for people that want to push the trials, understand how hard it is to gather materials, and make that their main priority, it's very annoying when you're basically going into a Chimera run and you're reaching the final form on the Viper, right before you end the fight, 1 hour in or 40 minutes of manualing, and you get resisted, and you cannot complete the trial because of it. And that's because of the 3% chance. So I shared some feedback on that because it's really frustrating in my opinion. Maybe they will do something about it. I'm not sure. The 3% chance is definitely not getting removed from the game. But would be nice if they can find some solution where that doesn't happen, because it's really punishing in the Chimera to have something like this. And mainly because you're so limited on the turns that the Chimera takes. You're so limited on your actions. It's not like you can, oh, well, it's fine. I can try it again in a second. No, once that form goes twice, you're done with it. You have no other option but to basically restart the fight. And it's really frustrating to have to do that. And I'm not doing it, but either way, that's pretty much everything that I've got for you guys. I am excited for the next big update. A lot of things on the table, QOL changes, and these are some of the changes that we have been asking for a very long time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As usual, much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.